So I am so excited to be filming today. I have been taking a break for almost, oh goodness, 3 weeks, maybe even a month. I was traveling and then I got sick, and so I haven't been in front of the camera in a while, but I'm excited to be back. If you're new here, my name is Katie and welcome to From My Vanity. As the title suggests, I'm going to be unboxing my August box, but before we get into that, I'm going to be going back to my July box that I got from Boxycharm last month and sharing my full reviews on each of the products that came in the box. Now, the reason I do it this way is because I want to be able to come back to you and share with you past my initial thoughts after testing these products for a month. Was that box worth it? That way, even though you can't get those boxes anymore, you can still get the products for one, but two, you can also see consistency. Does Boxycharm consistently give you good boxes that aren't just full of full-size high-end products, but that are actually full of good products that you could actually use? If you missed my first video, I shared in there that the inspiration for this style of video comes solely from Jen from Jen Loves Reviews. She does her Boxycharm unboxing and reviews in this manner. So I think that is everything I wanted to touch on before diving in. So let's just jump right into the reviews from July's box. So I kept the card from last month's box. The theme was Cutie Pie. All right, first up I have a brow product from Winky. This is a universal shade, and I was really excited that they put a brow pencil because as someone who isn't very good at doing their brows, I find pencils are the easiest and most beginner friendly. So that was a plus. The tip is rather large, which when I was watching some unboxings, people were pointing out. For me and my brows, it works perfectly. I have no complaints. As you can see, I've got some thick brows, so it didn't bother me that it was a thicker tip to it. All in all, I thought this was a nice product. I did enjoy using it. I will continue to use it. It's very easy, very well made. This retails for $12, so not a bad price at all in my opinion. Will I repurchase this? I'm not sure. I'm really a fan of the IT Cosmetics Universal Brow product, and I find that the formula is just a little bit creamier, so it just makes more sense for me to repurchase the IT Cosmetics one than this, but I'm not mad at having it and I will definitely use it up. All right, next up is from Project Beauty, and it's their Spray Set and Go Makeup Setting Spray. And as you can see, I've gone through a lot, and not really because I've enjoyed it. Now, I have been using this for the past month, but not every single day, and I'm already down to here. This is just the bubbles, so I'm like more than halfway done with this, and it is not a cheap product. For 2 ounces, it is $32, and for me to have gone through this much in a month's time of not using it every single day, I have used it consistently, but not every single day. I just find that that's a lot of product to run through for such an expensive price tag on this thing. For example, I want to say the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is 4 ounces, twice as much as this, and I want to say it's the same price. And I think the reason I'm going through this product so quickly is because of the mister on this thing. Now, Urban Decay's mister is super fine, really, really nice. I have no idea if this is going to show up on screen, but we can try. The mister is just very fine. It's just super fine. I think this is one of my favorite facial misters to use on my face. It's just very fine, coats evenly, doesn't take many sprays because it gives such an even coat. Whereas this one, I feel like I kind of have to hold it out here and I have to hold it down so that I can kind of shoot up, and then that way it lands more softly on my face, because when you shoot it, it's just much more harsh and pointed. I don't know how to explain it. I hope you were able to see it in the video, but all that to say, I think the reason I'm going through this so much is because it's not a very fine mister. And for $32, for half the price of this, just go get this. So, if you haven't guessed already, I will not be repurchasing this makeup setting spray. I do want to say though that for the makeup setting spray aspect of it, it really does, I think, make my makeup last longer. So it does its job. It's just for the price and how it sprays and how much it wastes when you use it, it's just not worth it to me. All right, the most exciting thing in the box for me was the Blink and Boxycharm Electric Eyes Palette. This thing was a beauty, and honestly still is a beauty. I've used this many, many times this past month. I've used all the different shades, and I just find it stunning. This shade is what I have on my eyes, just on the lid of my eyes, and this shade is on my inner corner. So they're beautiful shades. They show up just as pigmented in the pan as on the eyes as they do in the pan. At least I think so. I only used a brush to apply these today. I did not use my fingers, and as you can see, it's a really pretty color. And I've been wearing this this makeup look for about 3 hours now. So it's settled in, gotten some wear and tear, and I think it still looks great. It holds up well. Now, this retails for $45. Do I think I would pay $45? No, because $45 for shades that I can only use on my the center of my eye just isn't worth it for me. There's no mattes in here for me to create a complete look, so this is kind of like a companion palette. So for me, I would never repurchase this palette, but I'm very glad to have it in my collection. I'm very glad it came in my box and that I paid $21 for all these products and this. I think that is worth that $21 was definitely worth it to get this in that box. Okay, next up from BareMinerals is their Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. One side is a white matte powder and the other side is a shimmer glow powder, and I've been using this, mainly having this under my eyes to set my under eye concealer, and then this as my highlighter, and I've used both of them on my face like that today. Now the highlighter is extremely faint and fair, and I'm sure you can't tell in this light because the sun keeps disappearing for me today, but it does give a little bit of a glow. I really enjoyed the powders. This matte reminds me of the NARS translucent setting powder. This baby. It is their translucent crystal powder. And I actually one day wore this on one eye and then the matte shade in here on the other eye. And I thought they were very comparable and they also held up similarly. But I really enjoyed the matte. I will continue to use the shimmer because, as I've said before, I'm not someone who likes a blinding highlight for day to day. So when I do my makeup just for a day-to-day basis, I've been reaching for this to put a little bit of a glow on the top of my cheekbones, and I've really enjoyed it. Now, this retails for $32, but I have been seeing it pop up as on sale on Ulta, Sephora, and also I've seen it in some TJ Maxx stores, so you can get it cheaper. And if you can get it cheaper, I think it's a great product. Would I pay $32 to repurchase this? No, just because I think I'm going to run through the matte a lot quicker than I will the shimmer. So it's just more worthwhile for my needs to purchase a matte, you know, translucent setting powder for under my eyes. But am I happy it came in my July box, and do I think it was worth, you know, the $21 to get this in that box? Yes, I do. I do think this is a fantastic product, and I am glad that Boxycharm put it in the box. All right, we're on our last product already, and this is from Colourpop, and it's their Ultra Matte Lip in Beeper. And I have it on my lips today, so if you cannot tell, it goes way darker, at least for me, on my lips than it does in the tube. And that's kind of a bummer for me. And it's something I've noticed with Colourpop's Ultra Matte Lips in the past, is that the color you see in the tube is very deceiving because you reach for it, grab it, and put it on expecting to get this color. And then you get something several shades darker, which, you know, isn't necessarily a horrible thing. This does retail for $6. So for $6, it's not bad if you're wanting a darker lipstick. But if you're wanting like this beautiful kind of nude color, you're not getting it in the lipstick. So that was a big bummer for me when I realized that as I tried this out this past month. And another thing that just doesn't mesh well with me is that it's an extremely drying and thick product on my lips. And not to say that it goes on thick, because I think that it glides on very smoothly, very easily, very mousse, kind of a moussey formula. But once it settles and dries, I just feel like it's very thick on my lips. And then if I start to eat anything, it just doesn't wear away nicely. It's not it doesn't wear away gracefully. And for me, I enjoy liquid lipsticks, and I really look for the products, the liquid lipsticks that will wear away gracefully when I'm eating and stuff like that, so I don't have to be worried about it when I'm eating, because I'm a mom, maybe I'm just lazy, but I just don't want to have to be excusing myself after I'm eating or in the middle of eating to kind of make sure my lipstick is okay, and I'm not one to do it there at the table. I just find that weird. So I want to put something on that I can confidently eat and have a conversation with someone without worrying that my lipstick looks like poop. So with all that said, this was another bust for me in the box, but for $6, not bad. And I kind of knew it going into it because I've purchased several ultra matte lip products from Colourpop in the past. I knew they were drying, so wasn't a huge shock for me. So all in all, that box, July's Boxycharm box, had 3 really big hits for me and then 2 fairly big misses for me. But I feel like $21 for these 3 products that are outstanding is still a really, really great value. And I'll still go through that makeup setting spray, and I'll still use the lipstick. So that was the July box. Let's get into August's box. Here is a look at the box. I always like to pull out the card first, and it says beach please. So more of a beach theme to this month's box. Let's set that there. They do give you $10 off a $60 purchase from Tarte.com, which that is really nice. It goes until September 15th, and the code is just BoxyAugust. So if you're gonna make a Tarte purchase, might as well get $10 off. Okay, first up, I'm just gonna reach in there, the biggest hunker and the one I was the most excited about. You guys know I love my eyeshadow palettes. But anyway, here's what the palette looks like. I actually don't own any of Tarte's circular eyeshadow palettes, so I was excited to have this coming in the box, something new that I have not tried yet. Here is what it looks like. It has all shimmer, it looks like. So honestly, that is a bit of a bummer, just because the last palette that came in last month's box also was all shimmer. So there's no, at least on an initial appearance, this might look a little satiny, but still there's no really good, it looks like mattes in here. Let me see. Yeah, I think you can use some of these in the crease because they're more of a sheen to it instead of a shimmer, like a really intense shimmer. Like I feel like that just looks matte with a little bit of a sheen to it. So this might work. I will definitely be testing it out throughout the next month and seeing if I can get a complete look with just using this palette, because that really, for me, determines how highly I rank a palette, how likely I am to repurchase, and then how often I'll actually get use out of it in my collection. And for a palette that I can just take that one palette and get a complete look, that always is a big bonus for me and tends to be what I reach for, you know, on a day-to-day basis. But anyway, yeah, that is the palette. I will be putting a close-up, I'm sure, already for you to see it, but it is very pretty. I wouldn't mind if Boxycharm included a bright eyeshadow palette just for something fun and different, because the last couple palettes they've been putting in have been fairly neutral, but I understand why they don't put a bright eyeshadow or something different, because then more people are probably not going to like it and be like, hey, I can't use this every day. So I understand both sides of the argument, but I wouldn't mind if, I don't know, 1 month Boxycharm just kind of went out of the box. And next up, I was super excited about this. This is the Pure Pro eyelashes. They're 3D cruelty-free luxe lashes, and you get up to 30 wears, which is really good. And these are in Diva. I'm really excited. Samantha March talks about these eyelashes all the time, and I have been wanting to buy myself some to give them a try, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But there's what they look like. Very pretty, very fluttery, my type of lashes. So I cannot wait to try these out. It's been really hard for me not to play with this already and pull these out and try them on my eyes today. All right, next up we have a liquid lipstick, a matte liquid lipstick from Girl Power. I think that's the brand. I honestly am not familiar with this company. Let me see. Okay, no, this is Girl Power liquid lipstick, but it's by the brand The Beauty Crop. Okay, really pretty packaging. This is in the color Date Night. Here is what it looks like. I am excited to give this a try. Let me know if you want to see a wear test of this lipstick before next month's review, and I can do that. I'd be curious to see how this holds up for an 8-hour wear test. I've never heard of this brand, don't have any experience with them. I've never even seen them, I don't think. But the packaging is really nice. I like the little lipsticks on it. It's very pretty. That color is really pretty. Definitely something I will wear. So yeah, I'm excited to give this a try and see how it holds up. All right, next we have this product from Belle Pierre Cosmetics. It's a gel eyeliner in Ebony. And I have a lot of gel or black liners right now, but I'm going to review it for y'all. So I will be opening it and giving it a go this next month. Okay, that doesn't look like the blackest black I've seen. It's called Ebony, right? Yeah, Ebony. Not the darkest, but also not the worst. It doesn't seem super smooth when I glide it on, so I'll be interested to see how that works in my waterline, which is where I use black gel liners. I've tried Belle Pierre Cosmetics before in the past. They've been okay in my experience, so we'll give this a try and see how it does. Okay, last up in this box, I am really excited. I think I've said that like for every product in this box. But anyway, it is from Moda, and it's their Moda Pro brushes, and there's 3 of them in this baby. So that's awesome. So we have a pointed blush brush. Oh my goodness, so soft. There's what they look like, a pointed, blush brush. Very soft, really flexible. I have high hopes for this one, and I like the handle. You'll see in the close-up that it's like really nice looking. It's got a grip to it, and it just looks very fancy. Then we also have the chiseled brush for really getting that sharp contour. It looks like it'd be really good for cream contour, which I honestly don't do much of, but I will give it a try for both cream and powder products to see how it works. And then last up, I am most excited for because it's a crease brush, and I love crease brushes. Ooh, this looks really good. Oh yeah, this should be really nice. Really more of a dense blending brush, but really good at getting and putting in that crease color. For me, this is kind of what I prefer. So yeah, I am really, really excited to give this a try. All right, so those are all the products I got in my August box. We kind of blew through this, which is good because I'm sure the first half, my reviews are always lengthy. But these are all the products I got. I got the eyeshadow palette, the lashes, the 3 brushes, the Belpier gel eyeliner, and then the liquid lipstick. And for me, you guys know I love eyeshadow palettes and I love liquid lipsticks. And I've been wanting to try these eyelashes, and I do love makeup brushes. So really the only one that's just kind of like, okay, is the Belpier Cosmetics gel eyeliner. Mainly, mostly because it's black. I feel like everyone has a black liner. It's kind of boring. Too bad they didn't stick a pop of color that could have gone, I don't know, with the palette, but it is also a very safe option to go with. And I don't think they've done a black eyeliner or gel liner in a little while. I'm trying to remember June's box. I don't think so. So not horrible, and we'll see if it's worth it when I come back and give you my review next month. But yeah, these are all the products in August box. I think it's a great box, especially for just $21 or less, if depending on how many months you pay in advance. You can pay just month by month and just pay $21, or you can pay 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time, and you can also pay like once a year, and you get more of a discount each time. I'll be putting a link down to Boxycharm's website down below, so you can go look and see the different prices. As I said, I am a paying member of Boxycharm, and in the past I have had to take breaks from getting these boxes, and it was pretty simple. I just clicked unsubscribe and I stopped receiving boxes, and then I just recently started back up again. I think with June's box was the first box I got once again, or I started my subscription up again. And for me, I had seen an email that said the wait list is off, you can join now, so I just did it then and had no problems getting back on the list. So that is my experience with unsubscribing and subscribing. No issues. So anyway, that is my review and unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the August box, and if you got it, let me know if there's anything different in the box for you. Did you receive different products? What was your favorite product that you received in the box? And if you don't get Boxycharm, let me know if you were to get this box, which would you have been most excited about? Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you made it all the way here, hit the thumbs up or let me know in the comments down below if you like this type of video and if you're okay with the length of this video. I'd be very curious to know. It helps me kind of determine what's worth recording and editing and putting out there for you and what isn't. So yeah, with all that, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.